They're there. आ जाओ कजन।
Cybertron's future is near. Autobots, roll out! This planet reeks of weakness. Your courage reignites my spark. We'll crowd a new load of Cybertron. Roll for freedom. A victory for all sentient beings.
我是北京微博的 SUK，
我是北京微博的令。
OK， 现在我和令将玩一个你画我猜的游戏。那么现在就是我先画，然后他来猜。OK， 那就开始吧。噔噔。OK， 噔噔。让我们一起开始画吧。开始画。
你画我猜，你画完不得给我看一下吗？
来猜吧。
枪
什么枪啊
？M4。
啊，他猜中了
啊！
他猜中了 ，good。OK， 第一轮你已经猜中了，来，让我们开始第二轮吧。噔噔噔，哈哈，噔噔。 OK，easy。
无人机，
无人机，
空投啊！
我画的这么像，
啊，
这才
是无人机吗？空投啊！
你看这个。Good，
梦一点都不像啊！你可以画长一点都行，你画的4个一模一样的。
咱们美好的游戏就结束了，然后感谢大家的观看，谢谢大家来观看我们的节目，拜拜，
拜拜。
Welcome back to PMWC at EWC 25. I'm joined by none other than Pubg from 4THRIVES, the man that's currently in first place after finishing all your 12 matches in group stages. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great because we finished at first place, but I think we could have done better today and yesterday as well. So let's see. Hopefully, we will improve it and improve it for finals.
After all these 12 matches that you guys have finished, I'm glad that you, even though you're in first place, I'm really happy to hear that you're still looking to improve certain things, especially going to the grand finals. Now that you're in first place, picture yourself in grand finals. What is something that you guys are more than likely going to be changing or looking to improve on?
We will try to read all the teams who will qualify for finals and make strategies according to it. And let's see how it goes.
And with this amazing performance in group stages, how is the team feeling in regards to any possible surprises that you guys felt in the past 12 matches?
No, not really. Nothing surprised us.
How confident are you feeling that you're going to win the championship now? That you're going to become the PMWC champions?
Yeah, we are very confident right now because we are at #1 and we are very confident about for winning this championship.
Well, you never know what's going to be happening here in the finals, inshallah. Hopefully you guys will end up getting that first place. Thanks so much. Best of luck, brother.
bakalan coba tanya-tanya sama di sebelah Windy sekarang ini. Ini adalah analis dari broadcastnya Inggris. Jadi kita bakalan tanya-tanya. And Seven, how are you, Seven?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm also feel great, and I also prepare some question to talk with you right now. So, Alter Ego, what do you think about their performance today?
An amazing performance. I mean, the strategies that they were doing too, the rotations, they were leapfrogging people. On top of that, Rosemary put up one of the best performances we have seen, over 5,000 damage. That's just insane.
Wow, and 78 points in just 6 games. That's insane, Seven.
It is insane. I mean, they already overpassed what Alpha 7 was able to do in day 1. They also overpassed what 4THRIVES was able to do in day 1. So going into day 3, the final day of group stages, I think if they continue on that performance, they could end up being in that first place.
Wow. And who do you think is the key player of Alter Ego?
Rosemary. It has to be Rosemary. When you put up those numbers, there's just no question about it.
Okay, so which team that have impressed you the most in this PMWC?
Besides Alter Ego, because today definitely was a pop-off performance, it would have to be none other than 4THRIVES. A lot of people expected them to do well. I had them as a dark horse. I was expecting them to do well. I was not expecting them to do that well. The way they've been able to perform, there is some things here and there that they need to work on, but so far they're looking like a championship team.
Oh, great. And what do you think is the key strategies to win this PMWC?
Consistency. Comes down to that consistency and being able to adjust to what the lobby is giving you. That's what it always comes down, especially at the global events, especially at PMWC at EWC 25.
Yes, and tell me, what is your favorite moment in this PMWC?
That one, it hasn't happened yet. We're waiting for it.
For me, Alter Ego back-to-back chicken dinner. For you?
I'm waiting.
Oh, okay, so...
It's gonna happen in the grand finals.
Oke, jadi kita tunggu aja nanti di grand final seperti apa ya. So, thank you so much, Seven.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Sampai jumpa.
Ever wonder what it feels like for the players to step out onto the stage of the Qiddiya Esports Arena? Come along with us.
That's right, Barney. As the pressure is mounting and heart rates are rising, we're entering the final stage of our group stages here. Only time will tell which one of our teams will be duking it out in the survival stage and which ones will be getting a spot, a direct qualification to the grand finals.
Today is going to be Group Green going up against Group Red in a finals showdown. But you know what? I feel like it's going to be absolutely incredible today. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Can anyone catch 4THRIVES Esports at the top of the standings? Let's find out.
Jackie, day 3 of group stages is about to get started. The group of death is coming in. On top of that, Alter Ego, can they do it again of what they were able to do yesterday?
7. Yesterday, the smell of rosemary was in the air, filling the arena. Alter Ego out here straight knocking high ground again and again and again. Every single time we see them on this stage, they deliver. But it doesn't stop there. It builds up. Anticipation keeps on going. TT come in from the side. How they doing it? IDA, they're building points. The RX, they're out here giving it. Every team delivers chicken dinners. Oh, the smell is delicious.
I'm ready. So it's calm it down a bit.
Let's reset.
Yeah, you know what? Let's start the final day of group stages.
Thank you very much, Jackie and Seven. They were very excited right there, Neptro. Okay, so much hype. But you know what? It is deserved because we are in the last day here of the group stage. And looking at the group stage here, we've got to look at our MVP contenders. And if we look at this graphic, we're going to be seeing not just one Alter Ego player.
Surely there's 2.
No, it is going to be 3 Alter Ego players in Krypton, Alva, and Rosemary. The hype is through the roof for Indonesia. Okay, we've got to...
Hold on.
Jackie's very, very infectious, okay, with that hype right there. But they had an incredibly good day. 78 points in a single day here, just eclipsing everyone in their first 6 matches. Can they keep it going?
I
I think they can. The way they were looking at day number 1, coming into day number 2 for them, day number 3 overall, I'm super excited to see what they've got going.
Yeah, but of course, because they pretty much secure their spot going into the grand finals, that means that they're going to have a big target on their back in those finals. So, of course, we'll see how that's going to be working out for them.
One of those teams that will be putting a big target on their back, I think, is Alpha Gaming, actually. They didn't look all that good in day number 1, but we know they have it in them. As long as they stick together, I think they could do some really cool stuff today.
Yeah, and I'm personally going to be hoping for the other Alpha team, Alpha 7, to maybe here get a great third day for themselves in the group stage. Because, of course, they currently the cutoff team, then 8th position. And let's keep in mind, in the format, the top 8 teams at this stage will be going directly into the grand finals and avoiding that very annoying survival stage. But with that said, how about we go take a quick look and update on the club championship.
Welcome to your Club Championship update live from the Amazon Esports Arena. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, joined by the wonderful Veracity. So, what's going on?
Well, Taylor, we had an incredible grand finals that took place just yesterday. AGAL had a 1-3 deficit, made an incredible comeback over none other than TT Global, walking away victorious 4-3. Amazing stuff from them and marking their very first victory here at the Esports World Cup 2025, along with being the 10th unique club to walk away victorious with a championship to their name, you know?
Which is huge, and so is second place, which is what TT Global was able to achieve during their last competition, earning a valuable 750 points towards their club championship trophy race. They're also competing this week in PUBG Mobile's competition, which happens to be their only game title that they're competing in as it currently stands. They need a top 8 finish during PMWC to capitalize on the points they've already earned.
Points mean prizes here, Taylor, and the leaderboard for our club championship. Team Vitality are still reigning the charts with 2,400 points to their names. Closely behind, though, we've got AGAL, followed by Gen.G Esports and Falcons, the reigning champions, still sitting in at 4th place.
Well, you know what? They are going to also be competing at PMWC, and the Falcons are looking very strong. Look, the championship weekend isn't over yet. In fact, today we crown yet another new champion over at the STC Arena. So stay tuned. Back to you at the studio. That's right, the final day of PMWC at EWC 25 group stages. Don't calm down a little bit. We've got some surprises yesterday. I'm wondering if we're going to be getting some surprises again today. My name is the 7WG. I couldn't be able to do this by myself, so let me just join along with Niptura and Maxman. And Maxman, I'm going to go with you first because you're looking fresh, my boy.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Thank you. I'm feeling ecstatic today, Seven. Of course, we're going to be finally sending a few of our teams in the survival stage. Not going to be super happy about that, but also we're going to be sending 8 teams right into the finals. We already have a few teams that are pretty much secure to make it to that stage, but at the bottom of the top 8, it is going to be quite risky, and we're going to see a lot of movement throughout these 6 matches.
It is going to be very risky. Nep, how are you feeling?
Yes.
Okay, with that one, you know what? Let's take a look at the top plays from yesterday, because we did have some insane plays. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing a little bit of Rosemary there, because Alter Ego over and over and over again, it felt like, Neptura.
It sure did. I think we got completely blindsided by them, to be honest. I think we did not. Nobody expected that from them day out. We know they're a good team. Max keeps going on about Rosemary all the time.
Well deserved.
Like every minute of every day, honestly, there's a Rosemary reference. If you think I'm bad with Team Spirit, it's this guy with Rosemary. But
at least they're actually here.
Today, hey yo.
Okay, new record. What's that, like a minute 30 seconds?
Yeah. It's the first time I've originated. Anyway, moving on. No. I think nobody really expected this from them, as I said, and today they really showed why they're your favorite, why Rosemary's your favorite, and yeah, it was a really, really good play. I want to see what they got today.
I mean, when you say nobody expected them, we talked to the Indonesian talent. They didn't even expect them, Max.
But actually, I talked to them and I said, like, you guys were not supporting Alter Ego or your home region going into this, and now they get 2 wins. Like, what are you guys on about? They're like, we did it on purpose.
Get out of here.
We're playing 4D chess. We don't predict them. We don't curse them. And I was like, okay. And then I said, can I pick them? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, so you got conflicting points you're making if you allow me to predict your home team of Alter Ego. So, Indo talent, you got to rethink your strat, because I don't think it's going to be good for the long term.
Okay, you know what? If that's the strategy after PMWC is done, when we end up going to fall stage and everything,
North America, get ready because I'm not going to be picking you for anything. I'm just going to be super pessimistic. I'm not going to tell reflections as well. Somehow we'll end up with the North American team, maybe at PMGC. But let's take a look here at the Crunchyroll reactions. Regnum Karya, one of the teams that is not going to be playing today, and one of the teams that I felt like maybe they did enough, Max, to be able to make it to the grand finals. Time will tell, though.
Yeah, time will tell. I mean, so far they've had themselves some really good games, some nice circles going on top of them. I do want to see. I know this is a very basic thing to say. I want to see a little bit more.
You want to see the vibes?
You want to see a little bit more vibes coming out from this team. But there's definitely a lot of potential for them to make it go out, of course, going to this last day. But it sets very good expectations of what we could see from this team moving forward. But it's about that consistency overall that we keep hammering down is very important. If they can bring that home, then maybe a trophy could be going their way. Would be hyped to see. Good vibes.
Ooh, another trophy? Going for the Grand Slam of global events?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm hoping that's going to be the case. But you know what? Let's take a look at the overall so we can see what is going to be looking like today before we even play any matches. 4THRIVES Esports, they're done with all their 12 matches, 111 points. Honestly, one of the biggest surprise so far out of group stage. Nobody was expecting them to be up there, Neptura. And then you can see the rest of the teams that are going to be playing today.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this, and actually the top 4 are all teams with, I mean, technically the top 6, Alter Ego shouldn't be there. They just had an amazing day yesterday.
Top 9, really?
Top 9.
Yep.
Except for Alter Ego and Alpha 7.
No, what I'm saying is they all have 12 matches already done. What my point being is that to come down, Alter Ego, 78 to 111, we're not going to really see anything from these teams, or rather the top 4 are not going to get dethroned really until kind of midway through today, if at all. So, I mean, I'm just talking about like before the show, I was like, are 4THRIVES going to get taken down a few places? I was like, obviously that's going to happen, right? There's a lot of teams closer to them. But looking at that, actually, it's going to be a lot harder than I thought it would.
I don't know if it's going to be obviously Alter Ego overtaking 4THRIVES. Like, of course, they close that like a 30-plus point lead they have to try and break, which it is doable, technically. But the teams that below the bottom, the top 8 are going to be very hungry because we said it. Some teams said, oh, we want to make it through survival. I don't believe that. I think that's absolute copium. I think they want to dodge the survival stage. They want to get their spot into the finals. They want the lion's share of that $3 million prize pool here. So you want to try and be on this page at the end of today's 6 matches. And actually, I kind of want to talk about Alpha 7 here. In 8th position, they are playing today. A lot of the teams above them are not playing, so that means they're going to overtake a lot of these positions. But do keep in mind, as we go onto the second page very soon, all the teams trying to catch up. You got, of course, IDA, Thunder Talk, WBG, Alpha Gaming, Horror. All of these teams are trying to chase down Alpha 7 here. So Alpha 7, sure, might look nice and comfortable now, but I think as we go on into today, they might be slowly slipping away if they don't bring their S-tier plus gameplay.
I mean, we already have some teams that are going to be going to our survival stage. Influence Rage, you can see there, they've already played their 12 matches, same as Fireflex Esports. And then it's going to come down to seeing what some of these Chinese teams are going to be doing. Thunder Talk Global, Weibo Gaming, a team that we were expecting a lot of, especially at the start of the tournament. We really haven't gotten a chance to see much out of them. One team that I'm currently looking at, though, Neptura, is going to be none other than RA Esports, the hometown heroes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what they do today because we have seen them before. This squad is a really good squad. They're a solid team, but they were very, very quiet. We did not see hardly anything from them in their first day. So I think everybody, and me in particular, are really looking for more from them. And we say that all the time, right? You were saying, oh, it's a blanket statement. It is a blanket statement, but it's a true blanket statement. We want to see them play how we expect to see them play, and we expect to see them play like RA, a team we've seen before. We just didn't see that in yesterday's matches or the day before.
Unfortunately, we haven't seen them play similar to how they were playing back in PMS Almina. We were covering it right here, 7. And Skuton was stepping up, Ida was playing really well, and especially Marth, the player, the new addition to the team that actually is a very strong support for the entirety of the squad. And unfortunately, that strong synergy and team play that we witnessed in Mina is just not really coming to fruition here at PMWC. So I want to see a bit of that glimmer of hope we saw in PMS Almina. And if they can do that, top 8 comeback is possible, but it's going to be very hard to execute.
Well, one thing I'm happy about with RA, when we got a chance to see them play already at PMWC, I saw that Marth has some good performances here and there, and that was a player that was starting to step up. We'll see if he's going to continue to step up or if he's going to start crumbling, but we were talking about them earlier. Alter Ego, I feel like we just got to highlight a little bit more some of their performances that they had yesterday, and let's compare, why not, with 4THRIVE's performance from day 1 to now Alter Ego's performance from day 1. You can see the average eliminations for Alter Ego, Max, are through the roof.
What? wait, it's 9? Okay, so for context, Usually, we always say in these tournaments, a good average point per game is 10.
Yes.
Including placement points.
Yes.
They're almost there just with eliminations alone over the course of a day.
Wow.
I do not think they're going to replicate this because that's just kind of a flash in the pan. That's a day that is very, very hard to replicate. But if they do, that would be crazy, Seven.
That would be crazy. And keep in mind, though, Alter Ego yesterday being able to get 2 chicken dinners. 4THRIVES on their day one, they were only able to achieve just 1 chicken dinner. It is a bit of a hit mark there. I feel like if Alter Ego does continue to perform like this, they're going to be maybe heavy favorites to win it all when we go to grand finals.
I would love to see that because I think we've seen them do very well in the past, fall down a little bit, and to have them come back so strongly in such a massive way, I think would actually be really, really fun to see from them.
Yeah, I think the main reason, especially, I mean, it was the whole squad. It wasn't just one player. But one player that I do want to end up highlighting here is none other than Rosemary because of the stats you're seeing right there. Over 5,000 damage being able to be done in just one day. And honestly, Max, you and I were going back and forth talking about this. I feel like that is the most we have seen from a player at a global event in a very long time. If not, that might be a record. I'm pretty sure some of the meme pages might be able to look it up.
Yeah, they'll have to check it out because 5,000 damage over the course of 6 matches, that is absolutely bonkers coming out from Rosemary. And sure, we're talking about Rosemary, hyping him up. The guy is the MVP, current MVP of SCA for PMSL. But we have to look also at his teammates.
Yes.
Incredible performance. I think he got an 8 elimination game at one point throughout the day on one of their chicken dinners. And Alva, the quintessential setup player for his team, looking for the off angles, trying to set up transition points for his team, trying to claim control of these circles every single time. Those 2 chicken dinners without Alva, chances are, is going to be slipping right through their fingers. So if they can maintain that today, I will be very excited to see if Alva can do similar things to yesterday.
I do want to say as well, though, it's going to be interesting to see if any one individual player has not even as good a day, but maybe even a rough day. I think in that dynamic that they have, if any one of those players has an off day, we could see a very different Alter Ego because the way we've been talking about them, Alva, Krypton, everybody there, they're so important to each other that if one just has a little bit of a slip up a few games in a row, we could see a very different Alter Ego.
And if I'm not mistaken, if Rosemary becomes MVP of the tournament, I know we're not in finals yet, we're still very early. The last time from memory that we've had an SCA MVP was Tony K here, but when it was PMWI. After that, we had Top. We had, of course, the side of Doc being MVP. We had all these different players. We had Notable. We didn't have an SCA players in over 2 years almost.
The Twins back in the day, too, from Bigatron. Yeah, it's been a while. I think it would be nice to see an SCA player, especially the likes of Rosemary. And I mean, I got a chance to talk to him for a little bit, just to kind of put my input there. And he was saying, I know that I have performed really bad in previous global events. I'm looking to change it. And truly, he's doing just that.
He is. I mean, he's been definitely popping off. It's not just a solo performance, right? He is set up by his team. A strong team is needed if you want one solo player to do well, unless your name is Doc. Maybe it'll work out on your own.
Well, let's take a look here at the Jamil Motorsport player arrivals. I'm seeing Namshin Red Force. I know you're heavy on this team, Neptura. How do you think they're going to be performing today? Because they are currently down on the leaderboard.
Better, I hope, because I think we've seen a lot from this team before. That we saw them in PMGC 2022, plus or minus a couple of players, right? But we've seen them at Global for quite a while, and to have them come into yet another Global and do nothing is quite surprising to me, quite surprising to a lot of people. So I would like to see just a lot more from them. I want to see them be a bit louder. I think their big thing is how silent they've been. I'm not used to seeing them be so quiet, so invisible. So for me, I want to see a lot more coming in, just taking up more space, being a bit louder with how they play.
Yeah, and it could be a little bit harder, too, considering that some of the other teams are starting to be a little bit louder than usual, too. We'll have to wait and see if that team has what it takes to be able to do that, right? Now, you're not going to have any of the surprise teams in regards to Yangon Galacticos. They were able to perform really, really well. We'll see what they're going to be doing. But let's take a look at the Aramco Power Rankings. The teams that we ended up selecting, I selected Alter Ego, Team Falcons, because, I mean, we need to see what this team is going to be doing, and the special invite team as well, because they did surprise us a little bit. I know they're not in the top 8, and they're currently not the contenders maybe to even be in the top 8, but I was surprised with the aggressiveness that they showed at one point, Max.
Definitely a lot of potential, though. Do you, because you have them in your power rankings, do you think they're making it in top 8?
I don't think they're going to be making it in the top 8. The reason why I actually put them in my power rankings, not to get super analytical here with you guys, I just want to see if they're going to be adjusting certain things that they did in day 1, which was, yeah, they were aggressive, but at times that aggressiveness, it didn't really make sense. They were just